this question to start the show. Why aren't the Cowboys here?
Intensity, and the willingness to sacrifice. That's what the Cowboys will not do, and until they do that, those two things, you have to sacrifice. You have to be, and I'm talking about, and listen to this here, because I don't want the young ladies in America, and especially people in East Texas, to get upset. First of all, you got to sacrifice a part of your family. You got to sacrifice a part of your lifestyle, and you got to sacrifice all those bad things that can make you a terrible player. Be ever what it is. Now, the intensity is what the Ravens bring. The intensity is what the Steelers bring. The intensity is what the Cardinals found after they got whooped up by the New England Patriots. I didn't like working out, but I had to work out to be able to be the player that I needed to be. But these guys, the modern-day guys, they like working out because they look good.
Mm-hmm.
They look good, so they ain't working out trying to get better as a football player unless it's a contract year. You literally saw our Cowboys was lifeless in Philadelphia. You saw them lifeless basically against the Cardinals. You saw them lifeless against the Rams. You saw them lifeless against the Giants. Lifeless, bruh. I'm talking about played up to a certain point and then say, oh, well, we played good. And then Troy, I was so proud of Troy because people don't understand the intensity that Troy had for the game and still does by the great work he does with Fox and Joe Buck. And see, he brings the intensity, man. I'll tell you a little quick story about Troy. He goes in a day or two early and study films like most color guys and analysts do. And somebody opened my door and was looking for him and wanted something. Troy wasn't rude to him, but the look he gave him, like, I dare you, walk in here when I'm preparing
and this is
for a game.
For a broadcast.
This is for a broadcast. I dare you walk in here and you know I'm preparing for a game. That's intensity, baby.
How can a team with 53 players and some players who have been pretty good, how can they have no leaders? Or have somebody that can pull everybody together?
I tell you like this right here. When Coach Phillips said that he had 7 or 8 captains, I told somebody, I said, you know what? That's a sham. They said, what you mean? I say, I ain't never known a team. I see that in college for unity, but in pros, it ain't going to be but 2 or 3 guys that can move you. It ain't going to be but 2 or 3 guys. When you got 8 guys patrolling, you done lost something. You done lost something big.
Is that because he was trying to give everybody a chance to be a piece of it and, again, could not just make the decision that it needs to be 2 or 3 names?
Well, what these guys haven't done is they haven't talked and listened to the great ones. No one has talked to Mike Irvin and truly listened to Mike Irvin when he's trying to give advice about what he thinks a leader is, what it takes. No one, Tony Romo has talked to Troy, but he's never listened to Troy like Troy listened to Roger Staubach and what it took to be a Dallas Cowboy quarterback. Now Troy comes out and says, I don't think after a loss is the time to be making life analogies.